Hello, hello, happy Sunday. Sorry I did a late start today, but at least I let you know that it was going to be at 7:30 tonight instead of 7. So I'm going to give everybody a minute to come on. So thanks for bearing with me. With the time. So yeah, because usually it's at 7, but this week I had a little bit of a delay. You can see Cool Up and Nugget behind me, my sweet little fur babies. So I'm gonna see who is coming on. I hope you guys are having a great week. We had some heat today. It was like 88 today. I was like, oh, thought we were done with the heat, but the heat is here. So anyway, so I'm gonna see who is here. Oh, hey Lisa, hey Patty. I was like, wait, let me flip back the page to see who's here. And hello, hello. Good to see you guys. Oh, wait, I see some other people on here too. It's not saying who's all here. And they changed it too with how I go live on StreamYard. It creates like an event now too, where it didn't used to do that. So I had to figure that all out. It was like, oh, how do I figure this out? Now it's different. So I just gotta roll with the changes, right? And figure it out. So that's what I did. I figured it out. So there we go. Perfect. So hey Jody, hey Cindy, good to see you all here. Let's see who else is here and see what questions you guys may have for your fur babies that are living or have passed. So let's see. I thought I had like some food in my hair, but I don't think so. So hey Shira, good to see you. And hey Stacia, good to see you. And hey Emmy, good to see you too. You and Popeye. Hi to you and Popeye. See here, and I have it. This is like my no makeup Sunday because it was hot today. So when it's hot, I'm like, you know what? I'm not wearing makeup. I don't care because it's hot. So that's why I don't have any makeup on. It's okay. Like whatever. Who cares? The animals don't care. Yes, Dodie, and I might have to. Yes, I'm supposed to be there next month, but yeah, I might have to make a change to that. I'm not sure, but I do plan to go, but yeah, I'm trying to figure some stuff out for that. So hopefully I should be there. So there we go. And hey, Amanda, good to see you, Amanda. Let's see here. Da, 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 da. So let me see here. I'm just going to catch up with the comments here. Oh, all right, so yes, I know, and hopefully you'll be there too, Dodie. Okay, cool. Now I see the comments come in. And then Stacia says, can you tell me what Junior is thinking? So Junior's having me go like this. Junior's like, well, oops, I gotta turn my notifications off on my phone. Sorry about that. I always forget that. I knew I was forgetting something. So anyway, so there is that. So Junior says, well, what am I thinking? What are you thinking? Junior says, I like to play games with like, what are you thinking? What am I thinking? What are you thinking? What am I thinking? He says you like to guess what he's thinking. He says, you like to guess what I'm thinking, don't you? You like to guess what I'm thinking. So that's what Junior that's what Junior's telling me. That's funny. So there you go. Oops. Okay, good. I'm still live. I thought I saw a thing where it was kicking me off. I was like, oh no. So let's see here. So I'm just gonna see who else is here. Do 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 and see what questions come through. And then also too, just in case, let's see here. And hey, Erica, good to see you. Can I get a message from my kitty buddy? He's been so affectionate lately. Is he okay? Please, and a little heart. Yes. So he says, and hey, Jolene and Linda, good to see you. Let's see here. And hi to sweet Rooster Jolyn. Rooster's been on my mind the last couple of days. So good to see you here. And then Stacia, you're so welcome. All right, and then I'm going to jump back to Erica's question here. Buddy says he's like I've learned this affection is so good and I like it. He says I like what I get to give and what I get back with the affection. He says I like what I get to give and what I get back from that giving. He's like, I'm okay. He's like, I just love the extra loves. And he's just showing me like, like, laying up against you and he's having me like kind of like rub my stomach kind of by my solar plexus area. He says that he says yes, yes, yes. He's like he says I really like the extra loves and you like the extra loves too. And he says it's good for us is what he says. He says it's so good, so good, so good. So there you go. Oh my goodness. Oh, Lisa. So, Lisa, does Chloe Grace like sleeping my bed? She takes up the bed. And you know what's so funny is, and hey, Kate, what came to me right when I saw that is is uh is Chloe Grace says, what do you mean my bed? It's I mean your bed, it's my bed. She's like, it's my bed. I like sleeping up there. She's like, you can get a little extension part for you if you don't have enough room. She's like, I like it up here. She says, I love it, love it, love it, love it. She says, I love it, love it, love it. So, oh my goodness, sweet little Chloe Grace. She's like, I get so comfortable. She's like, ugh. She's just showing me how she just stretches out and she just loves it and loves it and loves it so much. I love that. And then you're so welcome, Stacia and Erica. And then thank you for tagging your friend Erica. I love that. And then Jolene says hi. He's Rooster doing okay, getting back to our new normal. Yeah, it takes time, right? With that, it's hard. We have that loss and there's that transition. It's hard and it takes time to for all of us to kind of work through that, and it's always a part of us, but it just takes time to process that through. So I'm glad that he's doing okay. He's such a sweet boy, Rooster. Oh my goodness. So there we go. Let's see what other comments I have. And I'm sweating. I need to turn on my fan. It's in like 88 here today. And I'm like, oh, that's hot for Pacific Northwest and like the end of September. Or maybe I'm not remembering it being that hot in the end of September because I just like to black out the heat. Like I'm like a 75 and under kind of girl between like, you know, the 50s and the 60s and the 70s is good. Like even like cooler temperatures, I'm totally good with it. When it gets to be like 85 and above, I feel like I'm melted. It's so hot. So but I guess some people like the hot weather and that's okay. Me, I'm just like, nope. Nope, nope, nope. Especially as I've gotten older, right? Because my body is naturally hot. It's like I have those little like hot, I guess you want to call them the hot flashes, right? Ugh. So anyway, I'm sure some of you ladies can relate to that. So there we go. So I'm going to see what other questions. So I want to ask you guys, do you guys pay attention to signs you get from wildlife and nature? Like if you see a certain type of animal all the time, like lately I've been seeing a lot of crows and a lot of squirrels, which is really cool, right? And squirrels are about like you know, making a leap to like big changes and new things coming and all of that. And there could be more to that as well. But do you pay attention when you get those signs? You know, those repeated signs or even that just like one-off sign that you get? Do you kind of tune into that and pay attention to what that means? I would love to know that. So ooh, Erica says, yes, I have a deer and a hawk today. That's awesome, Erica. I love it. I love deer. Their energy is so it's so gentle, right? But then they have like a side that's not always gentle, right? And then hawks. I love hawks. Oh, hawks are amazing. So they're one of my favorites. So and then Emmy says, is there anything I can do to help Popeye wake up earlier? That way we'd have more time to play. And you know, it's so funny. As I'm reading your question, and when I got to the more time to play, like I could feel his energy perk up and his ears perk up. And he's like, wait, more time to play. He's like, you didn't tell me that. So he says just kind of like shake one of his toys or is one of the things that he likes to play with. Just like, okay, Popeye, like it's playtime, and maybe give him like a little. He showed me like a little yogurt bite, like a little yogurt bite. Do like give me like a little yogurt bite, like kind of shake up a bag of yogurt bites, and then also like shake up one of my favorite toys and play with my one of my favorite toys and show me like, hey, 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 like it's play, it's play, it's play, it's play, it's play, it's play, it's play time, and show me that because he's like, oh, he's like, what have I been missing out on? He's like, okay, playtime. He says that sounds good. That sounds amazing. So I love that, Popeye. And then Erica says, yes. And I woke up to a spirit deer for having, for a spirit deer for being gentle. So definitely. That's awesome. Yeah. I love, oh, deer are so amazing. They're so beautiful to watch. So, there we go. All right, Amanda. Let's see here. Amanda says, hello, Shauna. I have a cat named Shiloh. She may be having some medical problems, but her symptoms are so inconsistent. Is there anything she wants me to know? She looks at me like I'm an idiot for not knowing. Thank you so much. Oh, Amanda, so much love. And she says, no, 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 no. You're not an idiot, that they haven't been able to like piece everything together. Because what she's showing me is there's like these little strings, and then there's like these little beads on the strings, and they haven't been putting the full piece of the puzzle together because not everything like matches together as it should. So it's like not everything matches together as it should because they're trying to put me in this box and this box, and it's a little bit of this and it's a little of this. So it's like they're not combining all the things. So have the vet look at, like, even though those symptoms are inconsistent, have them look at like all those symptoms because there's a key to the inconsistency of that. And it's like they're not, it's I'm being shown like like those wood bead things when you're a kid and you move the beads over and it's on that like little line and you move the beads over. It's like there's something that they're kind of like, they're like, oh, we get it, but then they're not moving it all the way through, and they're not seeing everything. Okay, you say she hasn't seen the vet yet. So okay. So what she's saying is like with that, she's like, okay, so that must be for you with the inconsistent symptoms. She says like piece them all together. She says that's what's not happening, is they're not all being pieced together. So go to the vet and show like A, B, C, and D, like this one happens all the time, and then A and B don't happen all the time, and then there's D and E, and have them help you piece it together because there's a piece of a whole big puzzle. And she says you're not an idiot. She says you're not a vet, and you weren't trained for that. So she says to go in with those lists of like those symptoms, and even if they are inconsistent, the inconsistent, that to look at that, because she says like there's a way that they can like be pieced all together, and there's something about how they're not getting all pieced together. So maybe that getting all pieced together is going to the vet, because she says it's pay attention to like from here and the digestion piece and all of that that's like affected, because everything is affected, and something is affected with like my back too, like my back and my digestion, something with my back and my digestion, and like something with being out of alignment. So that's what I get just in this like quick little time, because these are just like uh quick little readings, right? I do longer sessions. I do the 30-minute, the 45-minute, and the hour sessions. So yeah, so that's just what I pick up like on a quick little dive in, not like a deep dive, but a quick little dive in. So there's that. So hello, Aura, and then Lee, and hey, Jamie. And let's see here. And so hopefully that makes sense, Amanda. I'm here for any support that you and Shiloh need, because that's so hard when you're going through that those medical issues, right? That's never easy. Oh, she eats hair dust, etc. Thank you. Okay, so that like makes sense. Yeah, because it's like something with like that, but it's something that's bothering my back too. It's like I feel like there's pressure on my lower back just before like my tailbone, just before my tail. That's what I pick up on there. So oh, you're so welcome, Amanda. You're so welcome. So much love. So and then Emmy says, laugh out loud, his little ears definitely perked up. I don't buy yogurt drops because they have too much sugar, but I can give him just one. Popeye thanks you. He's like, yes, just one. He's like, you can have one too, he says. Oh my goodness. He so wants to share. I love it. So you're welcome, Amanda. And hey, Nora. Let's see here. All right. Let's see here. Can I, Aura says, can I get a message from Pookie? So what I get from Pookie is like, I just want to go like this with my heart. Heart expansion is all around. Heart expansion is all around. And love is all around. And love surround you. Always love surround you. Always love surround you. Always. And like heart expansion and expanding the heart. That's like what like is crucial for you right now, is working with that, is what I get there. And let's see here. And then Jamie, good to see you. Jamie says, when did you check in on House Fuzzy? How's Fuzzy doing with the move and all the changes? The house closes in a few weeks. Oh my goodness. Wow. Congratulations, friend. Wow, that was quick. And then hope you're well. And I hope you're well too, Jamie. Let's see here. And then how's the book distribution? So it's going well. I have some places that I need to reach out to that I got some leads from some people, some places I need to reach out to, and waiting to hear back from some places. So I'm getting it out there. But what I really love is I want to reach out to some local TV and maybe see about having like an interview. That would be cool, to promote my book too. I was like, where else can I put myself out there? So there you go. So there is that. And hey, Kate, and hey, Jared. So Jamie, good. You said you're doing great and you're welcome. So what I get is I'm doing good, and like you're remembering to like keep me abreast with all the changes, and like you're not like sweeping me under the rug, so to speak. So like you're keeping me abreast of things that are going on. So thank you for that. I love that. And then hey, Tina, good to see you, Tina. And then Jamie says, good to hear on the book. Let's chat on that. Yes, Jamie, I would love that. That would be amazing. And then Erica. So I'm just going to jump to this question and then I'll go back up to the other ones. And then Erica says, do you train people to help be pet psychics? I do people, but very cool how good you are. Oh, thank you, Erica. You're so sweet. And you know what is interesting, as I have just now been thinking, like it's been too long since I've done a class. So I'm working on putting one together. So I'm trying to decide if I want to do like a longer one, or I was thinking of maybe just doing like some shorter classes, like maybe doing like, different, like a series of different classes, like a basic one, and maybe like how to tune into medical issues, and then maybe an energy work class, and just do kind of like offshoot classes, or I was going to do like a longer class. So Erica's cool. You said you'd be interested. Would you be interested in more like a longer class, or like kind of like a shorter class of like a series of different kind of topics, or kind of a long one that goes over everything? Because I'm trying to gauge like what people would be interested in, because it's so fun to do that. I love to teach people how they're always communicating with animals in ways maybe they didn't realize, and that they are doing that. Okay, cool. You said either. Awesome. A little nudge from you in the universe. I love that, because that's definitely been on my mind. Let's see here. And you're welcome, Aura, and you're welcome, Amanda. Let's see, I got that comment. And let's see here. And thank you, Erica. You're amazing. And then, hey, Trisha, good to see you. And hey, Patty, good to see you. And let's see here. I'm going to jump up to, I see a question from Nora and then Lee. All right. Nora says, hi, my dog would not go out for a walk. He gets to the front door and turn around. His name is Sparky. He's adopted from a shelter. So he says like to try to walk me with something different, like try like a different type of harness. Like I'm seeing kind of like a different kind of harness that doesn't that gives me more room to breathe. So kind of like what I'm like picturing is like one of those like step-in harnesses. My dog Cool Up used to have one of those. It's just a little step-on harness where it kind of looks like a collar, but it's not a collar, but it's kind of like of that like that width of like a nylon collar, but like a harness more like that, that's not as like constrictive, that gives me more room to breathe and just like work with me and like breathing and be like, okay, like you're okay, like you're okay, you're okay. Because walks before weren't always good. So show me how fun this is going to be. And maybe a way we can bring more excitement to the walk. That's what I get with that, and just to kind of, keep being patient, and like any little step that we make, be like, okay, cool, that's like, maybe we made it 2 steps out the door, that's great, and then just kind of work on expanding it from there is what I get. And bless your heart for rescuing a dog too. Rescue dogs have such a soft spot in my heart, and I think that it's awesome. Adopting is the way to go. So there you go. Hey Kate, good to see you. It's been weeks since I have caught your live. Nice to see you. Nice to see you too, Kate. Let's see, my friend Lee here. All right. So let's see here. I'm taking my dad's dog for a week soon, and was wondering if there's anything I can do to help prepare Bernadette. I know she's gonna hate it. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, Bernadette, you're too funny. So she just had me go like this. She's like, oh, she's like, why? She's like, how long and why? She's like, how long and why? How long and why? She says, what you can do to help prepare me is just like keep showing me, like, don't like spring it on me like, oh gosh, here's this dog, like, ugh. She says like, prepare me to be like, okay, the dog's coming like the next day, and like, just keep her in the loop of that. And she says, keep that thing away from me. She's like, that dog is annoying. She says, I don't like that dog. She's like, that dog is annoying and isn't like, like, I don't want that dog like up in my space. So keep that dog out of my space is what Bernadette says. She's like, keep that dog out of my space. Oh my goodness. You gotta love Bernadette. So let's see here. All right, so Patty, and then Kate, and then Tina here, and you're so welcome, Nora. Um, let's see here. Patty says Dutton seemed to not itch while he was away for his 10-day fire vacation. Now home is itchy again. Is there something wrong with his supplements? He had the same hay and only water, no supplements while he was gone. Makes me wonder if some allergy. So I get there's one supplement that he is allergic to. So there's one of them, and I'm seeing the supplements laid out like 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. There's something with like the second or the third one. I'm getting something with like the second supplement you give him. If it's like the second order you give it to him, or if it's like the one that's sitting like second on the shelf, it's something that's like kind of like a longer kind of capsule that has like kind of like a tan powder in it that I'm seeing. There's something about that supplement. So I would look at that at that supplement. So that's what I would look like, because it's something with that like with a supplement. So I would look at that, and maybe even do some muscle testing with the supplements and be like, okay, like which one, because I feel like you kind of have an idea. You're like, oh wait, I think it's that one, but then you're like, oh, I don't know if it's that one. So I feel like just really tune into that, because I definitely get it's like one of those supplements is what I get there. So that's that. And then Lee says, haha, actually 2 dogs, but I plan on keeping them away from her. They're used to my dad's cats being nice to them, but Bernadette will 100% try to scratch them. She's like, you bet I will. She's like, especially the annoying one, because she says one of them is really annoying and then the other one is really dumb, is what Bernadette says. And this is from Bernadette, not from me, but that's what she says. And anybody that's listened to my lives will know, like, Bernadette is full of sass. She's oh my goodness, I love Bernadette. So she's like, yeah, she's like, you better keep them away, because if you don't, dad's not going to be happy. She says dad's not going to be happy. Yeah. And I feel like it's going to be good for you to see these dogs too. I just had Bear come into my mind, and Bear is like, this is going to be good for you. And I wouldn't be surprised if Bear comes through one of the dogs, one of them that's like a kind of like a creamier white kind of color with like longer hair. Yeah. So let me know if that makes sense, Lee. So there's that. And let's see here. I'm going to jump to this question, and then I'm going to go to Kate and Tina. Let's see here. Lisa says, does Chloe Grace mind me rubbing her with my feet while we're sleeping? And she says, yes, I love it. She's like, do it, do it, do it, do it. But she's like, if you see my kind of one eye open, like, oh, what are you doing? Then she's like, don't do it. But she's like, if I'm just like, just chilling with it and you can see me relaxing, she's like, yes, 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 I love it. I love it. She says, I love it. She's like, yes, yes, yes. And then Patty says, interesting. OMG today. I was, I bet it's this one. I will get Angie to check with muscle testing. Thanks. Yep. That's it. See, you know, Patty, you know, girl, you know. And then, you know, my friend. And then Lee says that's Layla with the white longer hair. She's very sweet and thank you. Yep. And that would make sense that Bear would come through her. And sometimes when an animal passes, sometimes their essence can like come through for a brief moment of time into like another um being, and just to kind of give us that like physical presence. And it's a really an amazing beautiful thing. It's just like they just kind of like brush right in and brush right out. So there's that. So that's that. And then Kate, we're considering getting Angus a muzzle so we can walk him off the property, muzzle to stop people approaching him. Would he be interested in off-property walks with a muzzle, or just walk at home on his lead? He says he loves to walk at home on his lead, and he says if it was like the right kind of muzzle where it would like make me still look nice. He's like, as long as it would make me still look nice, he says that would help people being so help people like to not be so invasive. So he says, yes, 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 I like that idea. He says, I like that idea. He says, I like that idea. So there is that. And then now I'm going to jump to Tina, and thanks here for your patience, you guys. See here, my Tucson Instagram friends, 10-year-old Doodle Chester has gone blind for a second time. They've gone through all kinds of testing, no answer. She doesn't know where to turn. Have you heard of this happening? No, I haven't heard of this happening, but the first thing that came to my mind is I know this holistic vet that has written some materials for the animal massage school that I've gone through. Now he's of course here in the Pacific Northwest, and he's with Hindsight Veterinary Care, and it's Dr. Michael Soluski. And then also too, I used to work for this holistic vet, and it was the the Animal Healing Center, and that vet is Dr. Larry Siegler, and he is like, oh my gosh, he is amazing at figuring out stuff. So what I would do is see like if they could find a vet in their area that is more kind of goes the like holistic, you know, maybe Eastern and Western medicine route, just see, because I definitely get like there's something that's like an environmental thing, and some sort of drops are going to help my eyes, but then there's been some drops that haven't helped. So it's like that kind of like finding that balance. And I get there's like so many layers with this, and I haven't heard of it happening. And then I get that there's something with an allergen. There's something with an allergen too. So I would have them look at that and look into that, like really dig deep into that like Chinese medicine and see. So, and I'd be happy to help in any way I can for them. And sending so much love, because that's going to be so hard for them. And Chester, and Chester says that I'm very adaptable, that I'm really adaptable, that I'm really adaptable, that I'm really adaptable is what Chester says. And Chester says I'm so grateful for my people. So grateful for my people. So grateful is what I get to. And then I'm getting like some sort of like eye therapy will help too. And I don't know what kind of eye therapy like would help, but I feel like there's so many layers with this too. And there's so many different layers. And I'm getting that's the which eye, Chester, which eye? That it's the right, okay, it's my right and his left, that the left eye is worse than the right eye, even though they think the opposite. But there's just like some other stuff that's like that. I feel like I don't know if they could do some stuff with like some laser work or something. I feel like there's just something that's being missed, that it's like, oh wow, like it's really this, like okay, it's really like I just feel like it's something that can really be fixed. So I would look into those things and maybe check with that a holistic vet to see what kind of like Chinese herbs or something, because I'm getting a big hit with that too. And like a little patch on my eye, like something that like there's some stuff that can help. I don't know if they have like some ointments or things, but I definitely get, you know, and then pay attention to the time of year and allergens too. I get there's so many layers to this with Chester. I'm really interested to find out more, because I would love to help them. So feel free to have them reach out. But I would definitely, if they need some resources, I'd be happy to share some resources I have, some places they could reach out. And then maybe Dr. Karen Becker, she's the one that wrote the Forever Dog. Maybe she might have like a blog post or something about that, because I think it's like Mercola Healthy Pets. She has a lot of a good information, so she might have some resources. So there you go. So you're so welcome, Tina. Happy to help. So, and I know you, Tina, you're good at doing research. So you helping them out, which is amazing. So you are a blessing. So there you go. And then I will thank you. Oh yes, I love Dr. Karen. Yeah, right. Dr. Karen is awesome, isn't she? I love her too. And oh my gosh, Lee, you're gonna love this comment. I don't know if you see this, but this is so funny. Let's see here. Emmy says, does Bernadette need a line of sassy greeting cards? One dog is annoying and the other one is stupid. Oh my gosh. Emmy, you don't even know like how relevant that is, because I hope Lee is okay with me telling this, but I always like think of Bernadette would be like that old lady on like one of those like Hallmark greeting cards, like that grumpy old lady. That would be grumpy old happy lady, right? Because some of those cards are funny. That would be Bernadette. So that's like really funny that you say that. So Lee says, laugh out loud. That's so, or maybe like you could do something like that, Lee. That would be so cool. Like, I would buy a Bernadette greeting card. Like, there you go. Why not? Maybe like some prints or something. Bernadette could help you make do a little side business for you with Bernadette, right? I love it. So there we go. And then Kate says, thanks, Shauna. I will keep looking into muzzles for him. Much appreciated. Yeah, you're so welcome. He showed me one. Like there's a traditional kind that they have, and then there's like the kind of like basket ones. He says if it was like a basket one, it would have to be like really breathable and like not to like look too baskety, like look cool, because it's got to make me look nice, or like a nice like kind of like the nice nylon-y ones, but one that has like some class and style, that's going to make me look nice and kind like I am, is what I get from that. So there you go. And let's see here. I love that. So let's see here. Lee says, yes, you always capture her personality so well, Shauna. Laugh out loud. Oh, thank you, Lee. I love Bernadette. Oh my goodness. I would love to meet her one day. Oh my gosh, it'd be funny. I'm sure she'd be like, okay, sure, fine. She's like, whatever. Let's see here. Oh, yes, Kate, that would be perfect. Thinking basket wire one that he can pant, not bite through. Yes. Because he says that's better because it's not like the traditional one. And he says one that's not like too like, oh, like, big and too much. So he says that would, something like that would work. And reach out to, I know there's a great organization I know here that's in the Pacific Northwest. It's a great couple that does this. They're called Angels with Misplaced Wings, and they take on specially abled dogs, and they are amazing. And they actually even have some farm animals that they've rescued too, and just amazing people. And anyway, I know for one of their dogs, they used a like like kind of like a basket type muzzle. So I don't know if it's on their Facebook or Instagram, or you might reach out to them because they might know of a good one too, or maybe look just like on chewy.com and on Amazon too, and I'm sure you could find something. And just the thing is he says it has to blend well with me, like it needs to blend well with me and not be like too like not stand out too much. Like it'll do the job, but it not to be like too like alarming, not to just kind of blend instead of stand out, is what I get there. So there's that. And then Lee says, okay, sure, fine, whatever, laugh out loud. I think she would like you. She is very picky about people she likes. I think she would like me too. I know she would. And I just heard her saying, oh, fine, yes. She's like, fine, yes. I love Bernadette. Oh my goodness. That's what I really love about cats. I mean, dogs are cool, right? All animals are cool, but especially with cats, like cats are just like who they are, and they don't care. They're like, whatever, like I don't feel bad for being who I am. Like cats are just like that. It's so funny. So yes, perfect, Kate. Because you said they come in crazy colors, but I'm thinking plain black, or alternatively, he could not bite people and dogs. Yes, right. He says plain black is perfect. He says plain black is perfect. And he says this will help him to not bite people and dogs. He says this is part of the thing to give him that safety to be like, okay, like I don't have to do this. So it, like, kind of makes me think of there's this book that I have. It's like the 30-day like habit change or something like that. It's not exactly what it's called, but it's something like that. And it's just about how like we can like reset our brain, right? And sometimes we need something to help to reset our brain, right? Sometimes we need to have that. So what Angus is showing me, like having this will help to reset him to be like, okay, like I don't need to do this behavior. It'll kind of give him that barrier to realize like, hey, I don't need to do this. So that'll like he's showing me that that will like help him to ease into not doing that. It's not gonna happen overnight, but it will definitely help. So there's that. So that's that. So you said yes, 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 hoping it resets him and he gets brave and confident. He says yes, 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 that's gonna help. And he says you're helping him to get brave and confident. And I would carry some solidite, sodalite. Yes, I would carry some sodalite with you when you're working with him because that's kind of the stone that works with one that I think works really well with working with Archangel Michael. And Archangel Michael is so brave and strong and confident. So channel that energy of that of Archangel Michael. And so maybe getting a piece of soda light. I'm like, let me, yeah, soda light. Yes, soda light is great. I agree, Lee. And then you said, oh, thanks, I have some soda light. Yeah, I feel like that will help you and him. And you can even, maybe put some on his collar or do something like that or carry it in your pocket too, or even just have that where when you're walking him, you have that. Like it's such an awesome stone. I love it. So, but I love all crystals. That's kind of my thing. Crystals, there you go. It's good. Crystals and animals. So there you go. So let's see here. And then Lee says she generally tolerates women. She seems to, despite most men, except for me for some reason. Laugh out loud is because you're gentle, Lee. You're gentle. She says because you're gentle and you're not like too like, too like gruff. She says she doesn't like gruff energy. She likes gentle energy. So that's why she tolerates you. Because she's like, I wouldn't tolerate you being like that. She's like, I would, she's like, nope. So there you go. She's funny. And then, I love this question. Aura says, can you ask Pookie if she has been with me in prior lives? Please and thank you. Yes. And I get 3. There's 3 that she's showing me off the top of my head. She's like 3. But then I get there could be like 3 to 5. She's like showing me there's been like 3 prominent ones. She says there's been 3 prominent ones. She's like, yes, yes, yes. And she's like, they are. You know which ones they are. She's like 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. So yeah. And how cool. I love that you're open to that because definitely I do believe that our animals come back to us. And sometimes, a dog can come back as a cat can come back as a dog, a cat can come back as a horse, or, vice versa. It doesn't have to be that they come back as the same species, but a lot of times they'll have like some of the same characteristics, like same coloring, same kind of like personality traits. So a lot of that will be kind of similar and recognizable. So there's that. So yeah, which is really cool. So I love that you're open to that. I think it's amazing. Amazing. And then Lee says, oh, definitely. She hates that gruff type of energy. Will have nothing to do with it. She's like, I don't have patience for that. She's like, please. She's like, no. She's like, shoo, 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 shoo. So there you go. She's like, shoo, 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 shoo. All right. And then Aura says, love that. I felt it as soon as she walked up to me. Yeah, that's amazing. And I love that you could feel that, right? It's just, we just have that knowing. And it's just, we don't know how we know, but we just know, right? We just know what we know, what we know, what we know. And like how powerful is that, right? It's absolutely amazing. So I love that. So I love that too. So it's so cool. And she loves that too. She's like, yes, yes, yes. So she's like, thanks for recognizing that. And thanks for recognizing me. So yeah, right. You said exactly, right? Exactly, Aura. Exactly. I think it's so awesome. And then Lee says, laugh out loud. She cracks me up. Thanks, Shauna. You're welcome. I know that Bernadette, man. Now I think Emmy's on to something with some Bernadette like quotes or maybe like some funny memes of like Bernadette or like little cards or something. Oh my gosh, Lee, because that would be funny. There you go. Bernadette's own Hallmark line, right? There you go. Why not? So be cool. So, oh my goodness. And I know what my dogs are doing right now. Oh, that's just Nugget on the couch. But oh, she's trying to. Hey, don't. Okay. Oh, I see you leaving it alone. So what I was gonna just do right now, here's an example. Nugget was just gonna chew on this pillow, and I was just gonna be like, no, don't chew on that pillow. But instead, I just imagined her not chewing on the pillow, and then she walked away. And like is like, okay. Because sometimes if we picture them doing what we don't want them to do, they're like, well, what the heck? I'm gonna do it. So I was like, I'm just gonna picture her doing something else, and then she'll be distracted from not chewing on that pillow, which is good. So there we go. So woohoo! So there we go. Practice what I preach, right? Which is not always. It's sometimes my animals have to correct me, and they're like, "Wait a minute." They're like, "No, no, no." So there we go. So I love that. Yes, it would be that would be so hysterical, Lee. Like if you did that, like, oh my gosh, I would totally buy some of those, like 100%. I would be all on board with that. So there you go. It'd be cool. So there we go. Bernadette. Woo woo woo. So there we go. So anyway, so there is that. So let's see here. I'm going to see if anybody has any other questions. Otherwise, I'm going to get ready to wrap it up because I don't see any other questions coming through. And I'm so glad you guys could all tune in. Like this just makes my week complete now. This is like what my week was missing last week because I wasn't able to go on live last week because I was out of town, but now I'm here, I'm back. So I'm so glad to be with you guys. And then what I will do is I will be back next Sunday at 7 o'clock Pacific Standard Time. And it's going to be on time, 7 o'clock Pacific Standard Time. I'm putting it out there right now for that. And then, oh, you're so welcome, Aura. Thank you for listening. Oh, and you too. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. I just love you all so much. You guys are just amazing, amazing spirits, amazing souls. And then feel free to share with your friends too if you know somebody that would be interested in listening. You know how you can let them know that I'll be back next Sunday. Oops, wait, hold on a second. I don't know what I'm doing with that. Back next Sunday at 7 o'clock Pacific Standard Time. I think I just went in dual motion there, so sorry about that. Like the little echoes there. I don't know what happened with that. I was like trying to post the comment in Facebook too, but just got I don't know what happened. So anyway, so that's cool. So that was just a little fun little side effect for you without me like trying to do like a fun side effect. There was a little side effect. So there you go. Woohoo! Fun, fun, fun. So there you go. Oh, you're so welcome, Popeye. So there you go. I hope she gets some yogurt bites for you soon, Popeye, because now she's like making me want some of those little yogurt bites. So there we go. But I have a little bit of a sweet tooth, so I try to be careful with that and rein it in and not get too carried away. So there we go. Oh, thank you, Aura. Thank you so much. You're so sweet. Thank you so much. Oh, you guys are amazing. And then Lee says, Bernadette says, fine, thanks, whatever. I love that. That's Tulsi. That's Bernadette right there, Lee. I love it. Oh my goodness. Well, I'm excited to hear about the venture with your dad's two dogs, Lee, too, to see what happens and just keep being open to whatever's gonna happen. I just had Bear pop into my head. He's like, yep. He's like, I have some plans, but he's like, it's gonna just all unfold how it unfolds. So anyway, I'm really going to go for real now. So I just love you guys so much. So thank you so much for tuning in live. And thanks to those of you that listen to the replay. And I will be back next Sunday at 7 o'clock Pacific Standard Time. And much love and bye for now. Take care. Thanks, Lee. All right, perfect. Bye, guys. Take care.